People must realize the implications behind what you say. Wow, that's great, but I just bought a new cell phone. Just think how stupid you are. You spend €1,000, €800, whatever. Instead of taking a nice vacation or doing something useful for your home, you spent money. Because there's a go. Ooh, artificial intelligence on my cell phone. How lucky I am. Yes. You see how you're all praising that thing today, spending money on it and believing it's the solution to all your problems. Until that is, you find yourselves losing, you find yourselves your jobs. Because look here, it says because we play better. The court in Rome says it's legitimate reasons and consequences of the ruling. Why does it say this? Because when a company that is perhaps experiencing a bit of difficulty in equilibrium, etc., says, I can't keep you anymore, I'll fire you, I have a car that costs me much less. The court says, yes, well, from a legal point of view, it is legitimate. What can I do? Cavederci. Do you understand? Excuse me, Francesca, I wanted to interrupt you, because this is what is happening. People don't realize it, but it will be like this. It is inevitable because companies make money, gentlemen. There is no point in arguing. It is their purpose.
In reality, Fabio, we have already seen this for a while. Even in journalism, if we read articles commenting on stock market trends, they are all written by artificial intelligence because human beings are no longer capable of processing and synthesizing thousands of data points arriving simultaneously within a few minutes, and the performance demand is now this immediacy, precision, fluidity, and the ability to entertain. Isn't it? It seems, I have to tell you, that even the judges themselves, the lawyers, are using AI for writing. There was even a case of a lawyer who cited non-existent rulings because he had had his deed written by Cialpisteo Lucio, who invented them to please him. So those who are not even that skilled in using it make crazy GAAF here. Let's not even talk about press releases. A few months ago, the president of the Sicilian region published a press release with the words, if you want me to do it faster at the end.
This is nice, Alberto.
Yes. While AI generated the text, what truly impacts me and demands global attention is the unsettling reality in China. Thousands of factory workers have already been replaced, and thousands of hotel receptionists are now interacting with robots. It's quite something. At the bar, there are robot bartenders. In the kitchen, there are robot cooks. I mean, not only will intellectual performance be replaced, they are already being replaced in large glissades, which in large numbers, but also physical performance. And as long as it involves physically demanding, dangerous performances, then welcome, as opposed to dispatching a firefighter to a building engulfed in flames or in danger of collapse, a robot is dispatched instead. The substitution of a job, one that we are all capable of performing with a humanoid robot, represents a significant change in the workplace. This is due to the robot's inherent advantages. It avoids absenteeism from illness, vacations, pregnancy, and other related issues, resulting in considerably lower productivity costs for the employer. The question we must all ask ourselves is, how much unemployment will this create?
Sure. Alberto, what do you think?
But look, rather than telling you what I think, I prefer to give you two objective facts. And yesterday, the news, I think it was about NVIDIA, but I could be wrong, that at 6 o'clock in the morning, it fired 30,000 people with email. Then he had disconnected all the computers. The decision, however, is not driven by the fact, as experts assert, that certain jobs are already susceptible to replacement by artificial intelligence, a transition that requires considerable training time, but rather by the dire need to repay the substantial debts they have accumulated. Therefore, they are resorting to cost-cutting measures, including staff reductions. So that's exactly what happened with another large Italian company. I won't mention the name when it suddenly laid off 4,000 workers. In response, an expert commented, look, it's not possible that this company is already ready to replace this workforce with artificial intelligence. Their motivation is purely to reduce costs. But let me point out one thing. It's a completely amusing, one might even say hilarious, mismatch of objectives, even when applied to something as awful as war, a truly dreadful word. The issue of the Strait of Hormuz, through which oil shipments have ceased for the time being, will likely not resume for quite some time to come, is such that not even the mythical Iliad finds a passage. It's surprising to think that helium, a gas with such unique properties, is used not only in magnetic resonance imaging, but also in the crucial process of manufacturing the advanced Jadios, Pomar artificial intelligence systems. So in a short time, in addition to not having enough energy and current to power and cool these machines, there will be a shortage of the elements to build them. So they are rushing ahead in a desperate way, and in a little while they will no longer have the elements to make them work.